Wow, that just hit for 2.2 million. What is going on, guys? Abyss here. Hope all's going well. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you guys the best Berserker loadout for Hypixel Skyblock. If you enjoy the video or find it helpful at all, leave a like and subscribe. Turn on bell notifications because I do stream pretty much every single day, so you don't want to miss out on that. Also, link to my Discord will be in the description below. And without further ado, let's start the video. Alright, so currently this is my setup. Of course, results will change depending on what your reforges are, what pet you're using, things like that. But this is what I'm using. I'm using 3/4 Shadow Assassin and a Zombie Knight chestplate. The reason I'm not using a Shadow Assassin chestplate is because it's super overpriced. But everything is 5-star, hot potato booked. I have my Shadow Assassin boots and helmet to Fierce, chestplate Fierce, and Shadow Assassin leggings to Giant. The reason I have Giant is for the boost in HP. You get around 400 more HP. I used to have the whole set as Giant, but I kind of like more damage, so it's up to you. Put it Giant if you have trouble surviving, but I like Fierce for more damage. And for my weapon, I use the Livid Dagger, 5-star, hot potato book, fabled, and nothing special on it. It's just got crit 6, so no combo, things like that. And the other weapon I use is Fabled Flower of Truth, only 4-star. Sadly, I don't have enough essence for 5-star. It does have Swarm 3 on it, though. I would highly recommend having Swarm on the Flower of Truth, mainly because it is for killing grouped enemies. Of course, the perk of Swarm, the more enemies around you, the more damage you do. Alright, now for the pet. I don't have anything special, but if you're on a budget, you can use a Griffin pet if you would like, but I would highly recommend using a Yeti pet, mainly because as Berserker you get a lot of strength. As you can see, Ice Shields give 65% of your strength as defense. I also have the Dwarf Turtle Shellman on it, mainly for no knockback. Of course, knockback in dungeons is extremely annoying, so if you can afford it, I would go with it. And for my accessories, don't have anything too special, but I have half of my epics to forceful, all my legendaries to forceful, and the rest is shaded. You could go all forceful for maximum strength, just so you can get more defense from the Yeti pet. At the end of a dungeon, at the boss, I've gotten around 4,500, which is really good, but I'd rather get some more crit damage, and when I have it to shaded, I get around 3,600. So I do lose a decent amount of defense, but I do gain a lot more damage. Also, if you do go with all forceful, you could also use the Tarantula helmet. For every 10 strength, it gives 1 crit damage, but a 5-star Tarantula helmet will run you around 10 mil, so it's up to you if you have the money for it, but my suggestion would be all or half of your epics be forceful, all your legendaries forceful, and the rest shaded. So this is my setup. There is definitely room for improvement, especially with the Yeti pet. My Yeti pet's only like level 64. If it was level 100, you'd be pretty much unkillable. If you can afford full Shadow Assassin, I'd say go for it. And yeah, let's go test it out in a dungeon. Alright, so here we are in the dungeon. I am going to be using a Dungeon 6 potion, just for the extra boost. And these are what my stats look like currently. When I hold Flower of Truth, I get 2696 defense, and roughly 3300 HP. Right now I have 92,000 effective HP. Alright, so I'm going to try and find a room that I can get to myself so I can show you guys what the build is like. Alright, so at the beginning of the dungeon, I'm roughly hitting with the Flower of Truth 500k to 600k. So nothing too amazing so far, but once we get buffs, I hit for easily over 1,000,000. And here's a lost adventure. As you can see, he gets destroyed. Alright, here's a Skeletor. I hit him for, I think that was 800k. 740, 400. I mean, these are tank zombies. They got defense, but yeah, I'm hitting pretty hard already. And I haven't even gotten too many buffs. We don't even have a Blessing of Power yet. As you can see, the power of the Flower of Truth, you can really just clear rooms by just pointing and right-clicking. Ricochets up to 3 enemies, and it's super easy. You're pretty much a mage playing as Berserker. Also, one thing, the Flower of Truth doesn't take a set amount of mana. It takes 1/10 of your total mana pool. So whether you have 10,000 mana or 10, either way, it's still going to take 1/10 of your total mana. Alright, I think I'm just going to skip to the end of the dungeon to where you get buffs and I can show you the true power of this build. So, see you guys then. Alright, so we are currently in the middle of the dungeon, only 4 minutes in. We have Blessing of Power 6, and I'm already hitting for over 1,000,000 with the Flower of Truth. Pretty wild. Let's test out the Livid Dagger over here. Let's see if we can get a backstab on something. And I just fell down sick. But yeah, something like this, if you have group zombies, or, you know, just enemies in general, pull out the flower and you just decimate everything. Alright, let's see if we can find a enemy. We can just 1v1 real quick and see if we can get a backstab. Curious to see how much damage that is going to do. Alright, so here we are at the blood room. We already cleared half of it, but, you know, if they're all grouped up and we let them spawn in, the swarm will be giving you a ton of damage. So if you are using swarm on the Flower of Truth, I would say wait for these guys to spawn and try and kill them at the same time, so you get the maximum damage. But you're kind of impatient and didn't do that. But as you can see, this guy's got, you know, he's got the Maya staff. We don't really have a problem here. Alright, so now we're at the boss fight. I'm going to spawn in my minions, and then I'm just going to go ham with the Flower of Truth. All these guys are being grouped up, so we're going to be doing a lot of damage. I mean, you can't really see what damage we're doing, but, I mean, look at their health bar. They start with 7 mil, and one of them already dead. So, this build definitely does a lot of damage. We only have Blessing Power 6 still. So, since the last thing you saw, wow, just like that, we are finished already. Not sure why, but one of these randoms that I had decided to go in early. So, we got an A. That kind of sucks. Alright, so we are currently only a minute in, and you could see the power of Swarm. We still have no buffs for power, just Blessing of Life. And literally just having like 6-7 enemy swarm, I went from around 500k to 700k. As you can see, 720 right there, 780. So yeah, swarm definitely helps out a lot. Like I said, we don't even have a power buff. Unfortunately, I only have a swarm 3. If you can afford a swarm 5, I'd say go for it. This could be a pretty dramatic difference, in my opinion. Alright, so here's a bunch of grouped up enemies, hitting for 900k. We have a Blessing of Power 2. So, yeah, this thing hits for a lot. Alright, so here's a bunch of grouped up enemies. Same thing, Power 2, we're getting kind of unlucky with the blessings. Not getting anything great. Oh, here's the Lost Adventure. This would be a good test. Put down my Radiant Power Orb and see how fast we can kill this. I'm getting a bunch of backstabs. And he just got destroyed. Oh my gosh. There we go. There's our first 1,000,000. We got some more power. And we're consistently hitting for over 1,000,000. We got Power 7 now, which is pretty wild. 1.2. 1.1. So yeah, this consistently hits for over a mil. Especially when you're grouped up, that'll just hit for 1.3. The swarm helps a ton. It's actually unbelievable. 1.4. Yeah, this is pretty wild. Especially with all this extra strength, as you can see, my defense from 2600, and now we're at 3200. So Yeti Pet is doing us pretty good. Yeah, now we're just consistently, you know, getting over a mil. Pretty wild. Wow! That just hit for 2.2 million. Wow, the backstabs is pretty much doubling your total damage. That is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna go see how much damage I can do to the blood room. I'm just gonna be using my dungeon orb ability, which is Ragnarok. And I'm gonna see what I can do. I'll use Flower of Truth as well. Oh, they're all golden boys. Okay. And we got bonds. Let's see what we can do to this guy. I'm gonna sit in the corner. I can't get any backstabs, but I'm hitting him for around 134k, which is pretty good. Now he's just knocking me back, which is kind of annoying. Oh wow, Flower of Truth hit for way more. Especially since we got all the swarm happening right here. We're just sitting all this, and yes. Wow, they just got deleted. Oh my gosh. Holy. Swarm is amazing. What the? Honestly, I didn't even expect it to perform that good. I mean, yes, I had my tank with me, and the mage came late, but wow. That was pretty wild. Alright, so now we're at the boss fight. So I got 3,500 defense. There's my stats, top right if you want to look at them. But, I mean, you can't really see the damage we're doing. But, if you want to pause it, you can take a look at the damage. But in this little cramped area, it is kind of hard to see. I would definitely say use Flower of Truth for more defense from the Yeti Pit. Also, it does ricochet to 3 enemies, so I would say Flower of Truth also for the Swarm, if you have it on there. So I've seen a couple 70Ks, a couple 100Ks. Can't tell if they're mine, but I don't know. And that's the boss fight. Took around, I don't know, 30-40 seconds, so pretty easy with the Flower of Truth and Swarm. Easy S rank, we could have got more, but I don't know, this team was kind of bad. We got 5 deaths. Alright, this concludes the end of the video. If you did enjoy the video and found it anyway helpful, make sure you like and subscribe. Also, if you think I should change anything or add anything to my build, let me know down in the comments below, and I will try and add that to my build. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm going to try and do a video for each role, so stay tuned for that. Turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss those, and like I said, link in the description is going to have the link to my Discord, so join that. And yeah, everybody stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.